Check 1 2.
Check.
1 2. Good evening. Welcome to the Campus Recreation Wellness Center on Durham College's campus. Some OCAA matchup between two top 10 programs tonight as the Durham Lords come in 7-0, ranked number 3 in the OCAA, against the Centennial Colts come in 5-2, ranked number 8. So I think we're definitely going to be in for a pretty good matchup. I'm Chris McKee doing the play-by-play, joined by Daryl Callahan to my right. You ready for this, Daryl?
I'm ready for this one. I'm very excited. After a little bit of research this afternoon, I'm very excited for this matchup tonight.
So starting for Centennial, it's Kadisha Powell, Lizzie Bowers, Chanel Woods, Mari Peikoff, Emily Joe, Trisselle Lynn, and Brittany Sommers. And for the Lords, Megan Romano serve with Jessica Johnson, Briar Cake, Lucia Kalmeyer, Shannon Dean, and Allie Marshall on the floor. Romaine gets things started off. Kalmeyer's set was a little off for her to reach back. And Dean will get the point. I thought she reached over the net, but either way, Shannon will get the point. 1-0 Durham.
Shannon Dean leads Durham in blocks with 12 so far.
It's a big hit. Number 7's Mari Peikoff. Mari, she's got some height on her. Although, did you notice we got the Centennial heights in centimeters as opposed to 6'1", 6'2"?
I did notice that, and I can't convert.
Me either, no. And good eye, Johnson right in front of her. There was this sort of limbo as to what was going on there, but it ended up falling just out of bounds. It's going to be point Durham, and Allie Marshall will serve. And Allie, one of the better servers in the OCAA, number 7 in aces in the province. And awkward hit from Dean. You don't see her miss too many. But it looks like early on, everything's going to go through number 7, Mari Peikoff. You know, Peikoff comes in number 8 in hitting percentage in the OCAA, so everything on that right side is going to go through Mari. Johnson, great up. Try this again. Shannon Dean. Net violation. You can see the net shake. Someone on Centennial hit the net. Well, Shannon will serve for the first time tonight. Shannon comes in number 2 in aces in the OCAA.
She also leads the team in points per game with 4.3.
Shannon off to a rough start. I'm sure she'll
serve
get it
by
going
Shannon,
at some point. Yeah.
Like you just stated, she's very good with her aces. That's a mistake you usually don't see by Shannon Dean.
Johnson, big hit. Peacock's there, but no one else is for Centennial. Lords 4, Centennial 3. So get settled in, folks. We're going to be here for, I think, a long night. I can't see this one going 3-0 for either team. You're looking likely one of those 3-2 games. Big, great dig from Marshall. Lords will try it again. Maddie Elite. Third time. And what a hit. Trisselle Lynn hammers it. Point Centennial.
Trisselle Lynn, definitely the superstar, I think, of on the Colts team here. She's one of the players of the week for Centennial College.
Brittany Sommers serves for the first time. And Brittany gets the ace for Centennial. So already early on, you can see the Colts absolutely up to the task here of taking on the undefeated Lords. And they're just not going to roll over lightly. There was a certain energy and vibe from them, confidence during the pregame warm-up that they came to play. And Centennial's going to get called with a touch. Kalmeyer called for it. Now the ref wants to consult. Yeah, I didn't think it touched anyone.
No, I didn't see it from up here either, but
Kalmeyer thought she got away with one. She called for it, but alas, point Centennial. Colts up 6-4. Nice punch from Elite. Peekoff. Big hit from Jessica Johnson. Well, Jessica will serve for the first time. First-year player for Durham.
Had a great season so far. She's worked her way into a starting position here for the Durham Lords.
Peekoff on the left side. Mari Peekoff with the kill. So I think, Tony Clark's talked about how he kind of wants that challenge. He thinks the girls need that scare to push them and try to get them to that next level. I think they're going to get that tonight. We'll see how they respond.
I agree. I think tonight is going to be the hardest matchup so far for the Durham Lords. Coming into this game now 7-0, the only one of two teams left in the OCAA undefeated. Other team is in the West region, that's Humber College.
Humber never loses, all right? Unless it's in the national championship. That's about it. Bit of an ugly set. Brittany Summers takes ownership of that, says, my bad. 7 apiece. Madeline Elite will serve for the first time. Madeline from Trenton, Ontario.
Got a call for it there. We almost had a collision.
Peekoff with a big hit. Romaine answers.
Both teams playing very well defensively so far.
Trisselle Lynn from the back row gets another kill. 8-7, Centennial leading.
Trisselle Lynn leads the Colts with 58 kills and averages 4.2 points per game.
Serving for the first time, it's Chanel Woods. Chanel from Ajax opted to go east to Centennial for her college education. Shannon Dean, too cute with it. And it looked like Lizzie Bowers maybe, I think, there for the Colts. And Woods will serve again. Chanel, a second-year player for Centennial. Left-handed serve. Painted the line. Shannon Dean again sitting staring at it. Shannon, not that I'm keeping track, 4 unforced errors here early in the first set.
Not like Shannon Dean at all.
That's a bit more like Allie Marshall with a huge kill. 10-8. And you can hear Allie urging her teammates on, saying, let's go.
Allison Marshall leads Durham in kills with 61 this season. Shannon Dean's right behind her with 53 on the season.
Kind of an awkward hit. Kalmeyer. Big block, but lands out of bounds. Point Centennial. Kalmeyer was there, couldn't keep it in. Well, Mari Peekoff serves. Mari, Toronto, Humberside Collegiate. Allie will try it again. Well placed. And Bowers hits that one into the net. Lords hanging around. No, Allie in her 5th and final year of eligibility. Transferred from Georgian College last year in Barrie. It's a big hit. Emily Joe. So Centennial, much improved from last year, didn't offer much of a game to the Lords. And that looked close. Good eye from Allie. So Dean will serve again. Hopefully it's better than her first effort.
Lords last game, they played the Huskies, they swept them. But I don't think they're going to walk away with this game so easily.
And a lift. Charge to Brittany Summers. Point Durham. 12-11, Dean will serve again. So finally in the month of December, Christmas breathing down our necks. This will be the last home game for the Lady Lords as Dean hits that one well out of bounds. Shannon not feeling it yet.
Lords have one more game before the break, but that'll be an away game at Seneca on Wednesday, December 7th at 6 p.m.
Just a few minutes down the road. Allie Marshall. Lynn. Lynn will try it again.
Great block.
Big block, Kalmeyer. 13-12, and now Lucia will go to the line to serve.
Kalmeyer named Athlete of the Week for Durham.
That's right, she was. She had a big game last week. Definitely her best home game of the season. Gets rewarded for it.
Yeah, she was key in that last game for Durham against the Huskies, both offensively and defensively, with 7 kills, an ace, and 7 digs for that game.
So Maddie Elite went over the net and gets called with that, and it's the same thing Shannon did on the first play, but she didn't get called for it. So now Brittany Summers will serve. Brittany from Claremont, went to Uxbridge High School. So another local Durham girl, a couple of them on the Centennial team. Awkward hit from Woods, couldn't get it over, disappointed in herself.
Durham keeps it now 14-13. They're only behind 1. See if they can tie it up here.
Jessica was her team MVP at Dunbarton High School last year. Gets an ace there. Ties it up at 14. So both coaches letting the girls play. No timeouts yet. There's a good flow of action. Some good back and forth rallies. And a good effort as Summers goes diving, almost kept that alive. And the Lords have the lead again.
And there you go, just as you said it, right? They take the timeout.
And that's why I was surprised we'd gone that long without a timeout. Like I said, I'm starting to get an understanding of the flow of volleyball and when a timeout's needed. And it was surprising to see. And so he doesn't want, that's Matthew Chung is the Centennial coach, didn't want any momentum starting to shift towards Durham's favor. Not a bad timeout for the Colts.
Now Durham now up by 1, 15-14, and I think that's a good timeout by the Centennial Colts there, because the momentum is starting to shift in the Lord's favor.
So a lovely Friday night here on the campus of Durham College. I call it lovely because it's not snowing and minus 72, so I'll take it. Being in Canada in December, not too bad. We had a nice weekend. I went out for a run over the weekend because it was warm enough.
It was warm out this weekend, yeah. We had a nice weekend for the end of November.
Johnson will serve again. She's on a good run so far.
That painted the line for sure.
Peek off, a nice touch. 15-all. So the Centennial hasn't realized that they got to serve. So don't forget, if you're out there in YouTube world checking us out on the stream, Don't forget to subscribe to the Durham Lords YouTube channel and drop us a line on Twitter. Let us know you're listening. My Twitter is at Mr. McKee. That's MrMCKEE. And Daryl's Twitter is Canadian Bearded, all one word. Big block. Looks like Woods and Bowards together. It's Trissell Lynn. Marshall, big hit, Allie Marshall. So Allie looks up for it tonight. You know, after every big hit, she's urging on her teammates, trying to get them to pick up the tempo. It's a good crowd here at Durham College, but not lively just yet. Way too strong. Good eye from Powell Graham. So Taylor Liu serving for the first time tonight. Taylor from Scarborough. Played for the Scarborough Titans for her club team. Dean set way off. Cake saves that one from the back.
That was a great save by Cake.
And a huge hit from Emily Joe. And the Lords just don't look right. And that starts from the top. You know, Shannon's got off to a rocky start here in the first set. She hasn't found a rhythm yet, and it doesn't look like the rest of the ladies have.
I think this is where you got to call on Allison Marshall here. She's definitely one of the leaders of the team, a senior member of the team, and she's got to rally her girls here.
Megan Romain will serve. You know, Megan didn't see, I don't think, any time last week. And yes, she comes in #1 in the OCAA in assists. And some miscommunication there from Kalmeyer and Romain. Romain had that. Lucia diving backwards.
Yeah, Romain with 117 assists so far.
Centennial gets this point. Tony's going to call a timeout, and there he is right there, right with it. It getting away a little bit. Momentum shifting over to the Colts. And so, back to some M&M till I collapse. If this doesn't wake you up, I don't know what will.
This coffee.
Yeah. So I decided this week, I rejoined the world of Instagram. I had deleted my account for well over a year, and I thought, all right, I'm back in, so it's been fun to sort of rejoin the world, see what's going on.
Gonna have to search you up now.
Yeah. Well, it's Mr. McKee CM. So it's the same as my Twitter, but add a CM. Somebody stole my Mr. McKee on Instagram.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you delete accounts.
Yeah, I didn't think too hard about it, and so I just added the CM on it. Because I'll probably end up deleting it in about 6 weeks anyway. Mari Peikoff serves.
I wish we can convert the centimeters, because I'd like to know how tall Peikoff is there. She looks like
6'1", 6'2", easy.
Yeah. Nice dig. Oh, what a save by Romain.
Durham's got to be destined to win this point now. Missed that one. Trissell Lynn. What an effort between Johnson and Romain. Romain going into the hot dog stand, keeping that one alive. Marshall serves. They got to get Shannon going at some point. Kalmeyer with a big hit. Lucia Kalmeyer ties it up at 19. So the good news for Durham is Shannon hasn't got going, and they're still tied. You know, they're not out of it. Normally, any other team, your best player struggling, you're toast.
Durham's got depth. That's what really saves them here. I think that's the difference between them and the Colts, too. I give a little bit of the edge to the Durham Lords in this match, only because of the depth that the Lords have.
Marshall from the back. Oh, what a dig. Kept alive, and there's Shannon
there you
Dean,
go.
if you need her. I think she got sick of me.
I think that speaks wonders right there. Now that's got to hype you up as a player.
That woke up the crowd here at the CRWC. Centennial making a substitution. Checking in is Bruna Chavez for the first time, number 16. And there's Chavez, but a double called on Centennial. I don't know about that call, but the Lords will take it. So, Daryl, you even notice normally the Lords bench is, as Centennial calls a timeout, the Lords bench usually a lot more active, a little bit more easygoing. They look tense, they look stressed over there. They know they're in for it tonight.
I think they've done their research as well, and they know who they're facing tonight, and they know that this is their hardest matchup so far this season, and that this one is not going to go away quickly like they're used to. I mean, Durham has won 5 games straight, sweeping them all. They've only lost, I believe only lost 3 sets this season. And I think they know they're going to be hard fought today against to keep that going here tonight.
Cool. Back to the action. So I've been working on downloading a video for 2 days, and it finally just got it to work. So I did the Orangeville Prep versus Ridley College basketball game last night. Orangeville Prep, the top high school program in Canada, had 2 players drafted in the first round of the NBA draft.
That's exciting.
It was cool to watch. Kate keeps that alive. Kalmeyer, Lynn's there. Peikoff, huge hit. And Kalmeyer gets called with a lift. Good effort from Cake, though. So last night there's always scouts out, all the major universities in America. Vanderbilt University, which is a big program, big basketball program in the U.S. They had one of their coaches out, hanging out, watching one team practice, and then sat and watched the game. And then you see right after the game, he called one of the kids over. It was like, nice. I need to talk to you. It's a young man, Ignas Brzdikis, plays for the U18 Canadian national team, and just went off last night. And, that's not a good eye. The two of them, I just think, and there's Tony Clark wants another timeout. In this kind of a game, when it's close, you don't want to be eyeballing, plays like that. Keep it in, play it.
Yeah, if it's close, go for it.
You got a good enough, you got some players up there that can help you if you keep that alive.
You cannot give the points away like that to the Centennial Colts. They're going to capitalize on that if it comes down to that. If you're giving away points. The Colts still last year, after going 13-17 in their return to the OCAA women's volleyball, Centennial Colts have already surpassed their last year's win total. With last year they're 3-17, they're already at 5-2 this year, so 2 games above that record already.
Yeah, that's right. They did. Yeah, they revived the program last year, and last year it wasn't much of a team at all. But obviously, and you think being in the Toronto area, you're going to get some players, and so obviously Mary Peikoff, big addition, and Shannon Dean, there she is. So here we go. Some substitutions: Dean and Cake to the bench, and Elite and Nicole Vandenheuvel checks in for the first time, which is, it's an odd choice of substitution. Nicole hasn't been in. She's coming off the bench cold in a 22-21. So hopefully, Nicole's had a good serve going on so far this year. Hopefully she keeps that going. Too long. Again, coming off the bench cold in a big situation, that always, it frightens me. And Emily Jo will serve. 22-all. Sets up for the taking. Johnson from the left. Big block. Lucia Kalmeyer, Maddie Elite. That's 2 girls, 6'1", 6'2". You're going to hit it hard if you're going to get that through them. Kalmeyer played junior college in the United States in Grand Rapids, Michigan. We're coming to Durham last year. Oh, great save from Lucia. Alley from the back row. Nice ups from Peacock. And off the net, that hit the antenna. Line judge called it, point Durham, and now it's going to be set point for the Lords. So the way Lucia's playing right now, I think she wants her second athlete of the week in a row. That's the play of the game so far.
The way she's going, she's competing for that spot.
Set point. Kalmeyer. Hanging up there. Maddie Elite, there it is. Set Durham, 25-22. Lords squeaked that one out. So it wasn't easy, Darryl, but they came away with it.
They still haven't lost a set now in over 5 games. They haven't lost a set in 5. Their last one was 6 games ago. Now this one here might go to 7.
You know, they win this, they're coming out of this top 10 in the country. I think, you know, the voting committee, you beat another top 10 team, you know, that's gonna earn you some more points. They already beat Algonquin. It was a tough match for them, but Algonquin's hanging in, I think, number 6 or 7. That's a really good team.
That's right. I believe that's one of the teams that has beaten Centennial is Algonquin. Because the Colts lost their first game, but bounced back and went on to a 4-game winning streak, and then losing 1 set during that time. And then they dropped their second loss of the season on November 19th to Algonquin Thunders, but bounced back with a sweep over La Cité, and now they're here versus Durham Lords, another undefeated team.
So I stopped in because I knew we were going to be here a while tonight, so stopped over to BK, got myself a veggie burger.
Veggie burger?
Fueled up before I got going tonight.
We have these things called cows. They produce milk and they give us beef.
I haven't eaten one in almost 5 years now.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. 5 years veggie. Oh, about 4.5. So.
I probably should with some of the stuff as it's getting older inside and stuff like that, but I'm not giving up my cheeseburgers.
You know, I mean, hey, I still get to eat at BK. The one thing, McDonald's hasn't come through for me and got the veggie burger yet. So Harvey's has got a decent one. BK, I like the BK one. It's pretty good. Wendy's doesn't have one. Licks has got the best veggie burger for my money.
Licks is the best burgers, period.
It is. I put a Licks hamburger up against any burger in the world anywhere. Yeah. It's that good. Like.
So, Chris, you already mentioned that this is tonight is the Lords' last home game of the first half before their Christmas break here. They do play one more time Wednesday, December 7th at Seneca College.
Maybe make a road trip down to Seneca to check that out.
December 7th, that's right before my finals and stuff here for the semester. So.
Oh yeah, when does our semester end?
December 9th for us guys in media school.
It's coming up? All right.
The rest of the folks
I need
have
a break.
Exams.
I need a darn break, yeah.
I need to sleep.
Yeah. Well, you know, my holiday, usually when I go on, I still have to teach right up until December 23rd, which is all right. It allowed me to catch up on some marking, but my normal holiday routine is wake up, go to the gym, drink beer, repeat. Yeah. Every day.
Kind of counteracts each other, doesn't it?
Well, that's it, you know. I still come out looking the exact same, you know. And there's a big ace from Lou. Big start for Centennial. Yeah, it can't just be all drinking beer and chocolate. You got to throw in a gym, so a workout, so you don't feel as guilty.
So is that my problem?
Well, you throw one in. Yeah. We got a great facility here at the CRWC. Nice hit from Allie Marshall. Peacock couldn't keep it in. I use that gym once in a while, at least once a week.
It's a nice gym here. It's a nice gym here.
And there's a big hit from Emily Joe. Dean couldn't keep it on their side of the net. Mari Peacock will serve. So 185 centimeters. We'll have to Google that.
Somebody tweet us.
I'm going to say 6'2".
I'm going to say taller than I am.
Well, I'm 6 foot, but just a shade under it, but I'll give myself that 1/10 of an inch. Peikoff serves again. Big hit, what a block. Marshall will try it now. Ali Marshall, and that looked like it was out for me unless there was a touch on the net. Marshall gets a gift. And that was right in front of the judge. Ali won't complain.
Marshall picking up where she left off last game. Last game she finished with 10 kills, 2 aces against the Huskies. It's continuing to rack up some points.
Another ace for Ali. You know, she's really, I mean, she was good last year, but she's taken a real step forward and become elite, you know? Definitely, she's got to be a first-team OCAA All-Star, at least at the halfway point. Kalmeyer, huge hit. Lynn's there. And there's Dean and Kalmeyer with the block. Looks like Kalmeyer taking credit for it. 4-3, Durham leads.
What impresses me about Lucie Kalmeyer was her offensive and defensive play. That she plays both ways.
Joe with a huge hit, blocked again. Kalmeyer kept alive. You know, Romaine, great reaction, but nobody there to help her.
Dean kind of paused there a little bit and let the secondary player come in. I think she should have just took over there and bumped that one over.
Summers serves for the Colts. Johnson, big hit. Jessica Johnson. Jessica having herself an evening tonight, playing really well. Well, Dean struggled with her serve in the first set. Another opportunity to correct that. She serves for the first time here in the second set. Well, they got to talk to each other.
Yeah, definitely. You have to speak to your team there. There's been a few plays during this game so far that's happened. Sorry, Chris.
No. Jessica Johnson paints the line. Jessica again. Everything working on that left side through number 6.
I'm very impressed with Jessica Johnson, a first-year player. I mean, she's only 17 years old, and she's a starting player for the Durham Lords. She's looking great this year.
Bright future. And you can hear, I think, Ali screaming, "Leave it," thinking that was going out. It probably was, but Romaine just reacted to it. As Shannon Dean takes a quick breather, Briar Cake checks back in. Emily Joe, she's a music industry and arts student. Kalmeyer, again, Lucia Kalmeyer. You know, Kalmeyer, number 4 in the OCAA in hitting percentage. She doesn't get a lot of kills, but when they do feed her, it works. Kalmeyer again. It's another one of the players I know Tony Clark was hoping would step up this year. The loss of some key players, two first-team OCAA All-Stars. Someone's got to make up for it, and definitely Marshall and Kalmeyer doing just that. Sommers, a mechanical engineering, technology, and design student for the Centennial Colts, as Trisselle Lynn hammers that one away. Big kill. So you take the call. I'm going to Google how many centimeters 185 is.
Who did that last point go to the Durham Lords? So now they're up by 1. Johansson with the serve. That's straight over. Alan Marshall with a nice kill there.
Johnson serves again.
Colts tried to come up with a dig there, just couldn't get it up.
So 185 is 6'1".
That's they're lying on this piece of paper. She's above 6'1".
Yeah. And speaking of the devil, Peacock with a big hit gets the kill.
I'm surprised we haven't heard so much from Trisselle Lynn here, first-year player for the Colts. I mean, she's leading the team in points per game with 4.4, but
Trisselle, number 3 in the OCAAs in kills per set. But everything going through Peacock tonight. And Emily Joe is Maddie Elite will serve. Maddie played CIS at Brock University. Peacock with a big hit. Kalmeyer can't save that one. Again, back and forth, 10-9 Durham leading as Taylor Liu will serve.
Well, Durham hasn't lost a set in over 5 games, but I mean, coming into this game, the Colts have won 12 of their last 13 sets. I mean, they dropped that last one, so it's 12 out of 14 now, but
10-all. This is even a matchup as I've seen, even more so than that Algonquin game that went 5 sets. This one real close. Finally a good eye. Cake watches that one. She's
Kate
pretty
was
impressed
all proud
with
herself on that one too. She's making up for a couple of the bad eyes that she had there, and she was proud on that one.
She's like, see, I can do that. Yeah.
She usually does have a very good defensive eye.
Centennial resets. Emily Liu, big hit. Just missed. Point Durham. Tony Clark right there eyeing that one. Romaine will serve again. Megan from Ajax.
Megan and Camille are splitting time on the sets.
Yeah, it's usually somewhere in the middle of the second set where Camille comes in. But with this one being so close, I wonder. And so they're reversing the point. How, I don't know. There was a big block it landed in, unless they're saying Dean or Marshall went over the net. Mari will serve. Good eye. Allie Marshall yelling for that one, well out. And now Allie will go to the line and serve. Allie, a sports management student here at Durham College. And Allie gets an ace. You know, it's good to see Allie tonight. She's been really cheering on the teammates. She's been the most vocal of the Lords, trying to keep the rest of the team in it, especially in that first set when they were struggling.
Definitely one of those players that keeps the team on her back the whole time. She's definitely a veteran player. It shows in her veteranness.
Yeah. And there's a double charge to Summers. Good call. Point Durham. So if Durham gets this point, you're going to see a timeout from Centennial. This is the largest lead of the game here, 15-14. Chavez from the corner, nice touch. Bruna Chavez. You know, I've been studying the name of Dolce Barrera Rangel, number 1, and she hasn't checked in yet. And so I just thought I'd at least throw the name out there. Chavez. Johnson again. And there's a touch on that. No. Point Centennial. 15-13. Colts hanging around. Johnson again. Jessica, great placement on her hits. You know, that one's going out of bounds, and Kalmeyer keeps it alive, and luckily Dean bailed her out. So Cake will have another seat as Maddie Elite checks back in, and Shannon Dean will serve. Shannon, of course, played 4 years for University of Windsor. Now in her final year here for Durham. Lynn. Perfectly placed. Trisselle Lynn.
Marshall tried to get there, just couldn't get there in time.
You hear the squeak on the floor.
Yeah, you don't really slide well on these floors.
Well, Emily Jo will serve. Emily went to Mowat High School in Scarborough.
Emily Jo was Athlete of the Week for the Colts. She's a rookie, first-year player for the Colts.
Kalmeyer. Lucia Kalmeyer with the kill.
Emily Jo's last game against Candora, she had 7 points in total, 5 of which were aces.
Canador.
Canador.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Took me a while to get it out.
Veteranness.
Yeah.
That was Lucille with the serve.
Johnson. Jessica Johnson with another big hit.
She's you just touched on this a second ago, but Johnson's had great placement tonight.
She paints that back line well, and it's that range of is it in, is it out, and it creates hesitation in the opponent. Kalmeyer. Lynn. She's got some power behind those hits. Trisselle Lynn. So the Colts 5-2. Much improved from last year. Durham 7-0.
Durham in second place, and Centennial's not too far behind them, fourth place in the East.
Great save from Powell Graham. Durham will try it again. Johnson. And there it is, Jessica
Nice
Johnson with the placement.
For a first-year player, like I said, she's 17 years old, and
Now starting for Lords number 6, Jessica Johnson.
the mind frame that she has with her placement and stuff, and like, not a lot of players know when to just touch it or when to go for the kill. She's very good at recognizing which player is where and whether she hits it hard or she's just going to place it with a touch.
Of course, Jessica, part of the Durham attack program, as many of the Durham Lords players, as well as various OCAA and OUA players around the province coming out of that program. I need some big tunes to liven me up tonight. I got to get some vibes going. This coffee's not just doing it yet.
I'm getting wired. I'm halfway through my coffee. I'm starting to feel pumped. Don't forget, right after this game, we do have the men's coming up, which they're having a great season as well, only dropping one game so far this season. Not looking so good, however, for the men's Centennial Colts volleyball team, as they only won their first game of the season and they've lost 6 straight. Jessica Johansson will serve for the Durham Lords.
And there's Peacock with another big hit. So I like the Durham College Twitter poking fun at Chris Cameron. Just seen the tweet. Says, we loved having Chris Cameron in the booth last week, but it's nice to have Daryl back with Chris McKee. Yeah.
Thanks for that one.
Yeah.
Whoever was running the Twitter feed for tonight, I appreciate that.
Chris,
Scott Dennis.
Yeah, it might be Scott, or unless it's Chris with his self-deprecating humor. It's a big,
it probably is.
Big hit from Allie Marshall there. Maddie Elite serves Durham up 2016. And Marshall just missed on that one, but they're calling a touch. And so Allie's going to get credit for the kill, 21-16. 5-point lead, largest of the game for the Lords.
Chris Cameron, he just tweeted at Durham Lords and at Canadian Bearded Mechanic, Chris McKee, appreciate the love or that lack thereof.
Chavez hits that one in the stands, way too much power from Bruna. So 22-16, Matthew Chung wants to talk about it. Durham cruising.
I had to retweet all of that.
I got to get in. We're on a bit of a break here so I can get on my Twitter. If you are out there on the YouTube screen checking us out, don't forget to tweet at both Daryl and I. Mine is at Mr. McKee. Daryl's is Canadian Bearded. And don't forget to subscribe to the Durham Lords Twitter. And there's at Durham Lords, as well as the Durham Lords YouTube stream. And drop a like on the Facebook group, Durham Lords.
I have to pump up the Durham Lords Facebook and social media sites. I follow quite a bit now that I've been doing this for almost 14 weeks here, and Durham's really on top of their game here with their social media.
So I got to shout out Lorna Marshall, which is Allie and Aaron's mom. Just dropped me a follow on Twitter, so give her a follow back. Thank you. And Lords again.
Just as you're speaking of which, that was Allison Marshall with the block at the net there. Point goes to Durham, 23-16.
We've yet to see Aaron tonight. She started a few games earlier in the season, kind of in and out. And so Maddie Elite will serve 23-16. Durham pulling away here in the second set. Peikoff, big hit, what a block. Try it again. Good chance for the Lords. Nice set here. Shannon Dean, not there. Third time's a charm. Allie Marshall. One more. And what an up. Powell Graham, and no one on Centennial helps her out. You know, Kadisha's got to be saying, what else you want me to do? Set point, Durham Lords.
Great defensive effort by the Centennial Colts there. I mean, they couldn't come away with a point, but that took a while for Durham to get that point. Well, the defensive play of the Colts on that.
Set point. Peikoff. And that looked in. Tony Marshall saying it's out, but I don't think he's protesting too much. They still got a little bit of breathing room.
I'm on Mr. Clark's side on that one. I believe that was out.
I agree. It did look out from here, but I'm a blind old man, you know. Woods. And that was kind of funny. It hit off Shannon's head and then rolled down her back. Even she's having a bit of a laugh at that one. She's talking to Peikoff, explaining, and that was rolling down my back. Woods gets the roll off the net. Shannon Dean. Oh, good reaction from Kalmeyer. And there's a huge block from Peikoff. So Peikoff keeping Centennial alive here, and Tony Clark wants to talk about it. That's a little surprising. You know, Durham still got a 5-point lead. No need to panic, but I guess Tony sees something he doesn't like and wants to talk about it.
I think in that case right there where you take that time out, a coach knows his players better than anybody. You might have just seen, just because they gave up a couple of bad plays there, you might want to just give your girls a second to think about it, regroup. Let them know it's okay, we got this.
I didn't even know Chris was on Twitter. Let's see what he's tweeting about.
I didn't either until right now.
Now he's like, I got to follow these guys? I'll ask him later if it's okay. Chanel Woods serves and just misses. Great eye from Briar Cake. Set point. Durham in control now, 2-0. Little surprising.
I'm very shocked at that, actually. I did not expect this one to go into the third set with Durham up 2-0 in sets. However, Durham looking like the better team right now. Colts have had some good defensive play there, but just not enough to take a set from the Lords.
You know, you mentioned it earlier, Daryl. The depth of the Lords definitely came into play in that second set, working in a bunch of different girls in the rotation, and, you know, Centennial sticking with that, you know, pretty much it's the same few girls. They haven't really dug into the bench much.
Centennial is a very young team as well, all first and second year players, whereas Durham has some fifth, fourth, and third year players, so they got some of that veteran ability and knowledge, some players that can put a team on their back and carry a team to wins. But this being only the second year of Centennial back in the OCAA, and the way they've already started off their first half of this season, their second one back in, look out for this team in years to come. They could be a very competitive team once these girls start reaching their third and fourth year.
So Durham, only with 3 first-year players, and one of those first-year players, Nicole Vandenheuvel, she already has a 4-year degree from McMaster University. So, yeah, she's a first-year player here, but she's not necessarily, a ute, A ute. she's an experience. She's got a bit more life experience. So, and then the other Jessica Jones, a first-year player, is a starter. And then Allison Terwilliger, she's played sparingly throughout the season. But yeah, it's a veteran team, and definitely saw that in the second set. Lord's pulling away there with depth and the veteranness. I'm going to start using that.
I knew it was going to rub off. I knew it. So if Durham can take this third set here, that'll give them, 6 games in a row without losing a set against another OCAA ranked team, which I think, like you were touching on earlier, should put them in a spot for a nationally ranked position.
Absolutely. The men's team has been nationally ranked, I think as high as 9. And
I believe they're 11th right now.
Yeah, they're hovering around, and I think definitely worthy. And the women's team absolutely needs to be nationally ranked at some point. So Megan Romaine will start off the third set here. As mentioned earlier, Megan #1 in the OCAA in assists. And usually a more reliable server hits that one in the net. Emily Joe. Emily Joe from Mowat. It's at the Port Union in Lawrence area, in Scarborough. Gets the ace. It's not far from the Port Union GO station. It's a few meters walk. Because I know everyone out there in YouTube world was wondering, And Romaine looks like going to get called with a double. 3-0. Sets, the Colts out here in the third set. Shannon Dean. Shannon still, she's had a few plays, but hasn't really gotten off. Allie Marshall. Huge kill.
And now starting for number 1, Allie Marshall.
Allie, it's between, Allie and Kalmeyer right now. Johnson's had a pretty good night. Allie, she's been dominant all evening. Lynn. Dean and Kalmeyer were there. They'll try it again. Lynn goes touch this time. You can see what Romaine was trying to do. And she's going to get called with a lift. She kind of threw that ball woods. Allie will serve again. Allie from Orillia, Ontario. You ever been up to Orillia?
I have. Not too fond of it.
No. Good eye from Cake, just missed. Casino Rama, that's up there, not far from Orillia. I'm not much of a gambler. I have been up once or twice, but I'm not a big fan of. I have other vices. Gambling's not one of them,
I'm a big poker guy, so.
And a good effort from the Colts, but much ado about nothing. Durham, after getting down 3-0, now up 4-3 here in the third set.
And Allison Marshall with her serve again.
Allie, a little bit more pop in her serve tonight than normal. There's Kalmeyer, big hit. Lucia Kalmeyer with the kill. Colts want to talk about it after 5 straight points for Durham, as we vibe out to some Daft Punk and Kanye West. So did you get a chance to see Kanye's insane rant during his concert last week? No.
No.
He stopped his show and went on, I think, like an 18-minute rant about nothing. Imagine you paid $200, you're a big Kanye fan, you want to go see him, and you got to listen to him talking for like 15 minutes about nothing. Like, about how radio's wrong and Beyonce needs more credit. You know what? When I hear Beyonce say I need more credit, then I'll listen to it. But I don't know why Kanye's.
He's out for years. Like, yeah. Let's grab the microphone from Taylor Swift during the Grammys and talk about Beyonce. I mean, come on.
If Beyonce, I wish Beyonce would come out and go, look, Kanye, I'm okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I made a ton of dough on my own. My husband's filthy, stinking rich.
Yeah.
I'm cool. Don't worry about me. Yeah.
See, Chris just had a 60-second rant. He did not. You didn't pay $200 to hear him on for 18 minutes.
You logged on to the Durham Lords YouTube stream to check that out. Back to the action. Marshall still serving.
Good save there by the Colts.
Dean has that blocked. Kalmeyer will try it this time. And Lucia Kalmeyer with the kill.
See, I think for Dean, what it is, I don't know if Centennial has done their research against Dean, but it seems like every time that she goes up for a kill or something like that, Centennial just seems to be there.
You know, how disheartening is it, though? You shut down the best player in the OCAA, and you think, all right, check that off the list. We're doing okay. And like, no. There's
now you're down 2 sets. Yeah,
there's
but that's
4 other girls coming at you.
It's like you got Allison Marshall and Cake for the Durham Lords. I mean, together with their digs just for the Durham Lords, I mean, Allison Marshall's got 41, Cake's got 39. That's 2 high numbers right there in digs. So, like, even defensively, and that's not even mentioning Lucia.
The Colts all slid into each other and kind of froze, doing their best impersonation of the mannequin challenge on the floor. As Shannon Dean finally gets a big ace. So that woke up the Lord's bench as well.
Durham Lords are towards the top of the OCAA in aces with averaging 3.17 per set.
Big hit from Peacock, but can't keep it in. Point Durham.
Durham up now 9-4 in this third set. They're already up 2-0 in sets. Kind of shocking here for me. I thought this was going to definitely go to 5. I think this just speaks to the volumes of the depth and the how good the Durham Lords really are this season.
Johnson, Jessica Johnson, all night from the left side. So Adrian Peterson with the Minnesota Vikings, his nickname's All Day. That's what he calls it, because just give me the ball all day.
All day.
This Jessica Johnson's been all day today. Johnson again. Romaine. And that was an awkward exchange between Elite. They were both trying to set it for the other. You take it. No, you take it. Colts will take it.
Right. Durham get called for the double there. I think, like you said, it was just a bit of an awkward hit. They weren't expecting it. Dean getting a break on the bench.
Kalmeyer. And point Centennial. You know, Bowers just kind of awkwardly punched at it, but it actually worked out all right for them.
Lizzie Bowers for the Colts leads the team in digs with 30. Peacock is right behind her with 23.
Johnson. Good back and forth. Peacock. Mari Peacock, huge kill for Centennial. You know, I like that name, Lizzie Bowers. It sounds like a TV show on, like, the Disney Channel. You know, hey, do you watch Lizzie Bowers? Yeah, it's a great show. Yeah. Does YTV still exist?
The YTV does.
Okay.
Yes, it does. The Bowers last name actually is also from Who's the Boss?
Angela Bowers?
Angela Bowers,
that's right.
and stuff, yeah.
Her real name was?
I don't know that
Judith
much.
Light?
I tried to say something there, and of course you had to throw in one of those comments again with the trivia.
You know, I met her at the Pearson International Airport. And Kalmeyer gets an ace. I was a big fan. I loved Who's the Boss. And I got out of my cab one day, and she was standing there waiting for one. I was like, Angela Bowers. She was like, hey, how you doing? She was very nice. What was Tony's last name in it? It was a big kill from Mari Peikoff. Do you remember Tony's last name?
Sansa.
Was it? What was it?
Now serving for the Colts, number 6.
I'm just saying. No, I'm thinking. Yeah, what was his name?
It's Tony.
And what was his job before he was a house cleaner? Do you
He
remember?
was a professional baseball player.
That's right.
See, I know stuff.
Yeah. St. Louis Cardinals, I believe. Yeah. So we had a conversation the other day, and it didn't come up. This was in one of my classes. Favorite, because, Florence Henderson, God rest her soul, she was the mom on the Brady Bunch, passed away this week, and we were talking about our favorite TV moms and dads. Any particular? A nice touch from Emily Jo. I was always partial to, Uncle Phil on The Fresh Prince, and Bill Cosby before he got super creepy,
Super creepy.
like with a capital S and a capital C. Yeah. Peikoff. Maddie Elite, big hit. And what's the call?
Net violation
Was it?
called on Centennial. And point goes to Durham.
So there's a certain inevitability about this third set here, which was good to see. Durham pushed, tested, and definitely resisted as Emily Jo hits that one well out of bounds. And so Centennial, a lot of that fight and enthusiasm they had seems to have been zapped out of them. Elite. There it is. And I saw that hang in there.
Dirty.
And I was hoping Allie would put that away. Well played. So 16-9.
Used to seeing more of Allison's sister, Erin, play. We haven't seen her yet today. She's usually getting some time on the court, but yet to play tonight.
Erin's had a really good year. But Tony not messing around tonight. He's found a rotation that he thinks is working, and he's sticking with it. And a lift. And that is Dolce Barrera Rangel.
There you go.
Yeah.
You were looking all night to
Waiting
say
for
that
that.
one.
I was hoping she'd have a big kill as opposed to getting called with a lift. It's from San Cristobal, Venezuela.
The Centennial wants to take a timeout here. Down 17-9 in the third set. Looks like Durham could take this third one again and another sweep. That'll be 6 games in a row for the Durham Lords, sweeping them all.
Yeah, really impressive. That second set, was a gut check time for Durham and really showed something, being pushed, and then they pushed back harder. And like I said, it was coming. It wasn't coming from the Shannon Deans. It was coming from, Jessica Jones and Allie Marshall and Lucia Kalmeyer. So it's got to be frustrating for Centennial. It just, you focus on one player, and it's just not enough. Elite with a nice dig, Shannon Dean. Peikoff.
Nice save there by Johansson. Oh,
Good save, Dean off the net. Shannon Dean, big kill.
so what do you expect in this second game? I mean, if the women can come out and play like this against Centennial, what do you expect the Durham Lords men against Centennials.
Well, you know, because we thought this was going to be a 5-set game, and we thought the men's would have a fairly easy time and go 3-0. That's going to be a 5-set. And yeah. That's we've jinxed it. You know,
the broadcaster jinx.
Yeah. Maddie Elite serves. Durham up 18-9 in the third set.
Nice touch by Dean.
Bowers, Lizzie Bowers, big hit. So decent crowd here at the CRWC tonight. Good to see. And then tomorrow, some basketball action. No women's game, but the men's team takes on Fleming, I believe, is tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of disappointed the women aren't playing tomorrow. I was hoping to get a chance to bump into Lindsay Panchin, as I have a journalism enterprise story I have to do. And I've been told I have to do it on Lindsay Panchin.
Okay. Journalism enterprise?
Yeah, so it's,
we never had that last year.
You have to come up with some sort of news story or a new angle that nobody's talking about with a news story. And a couple of weeks ago, I pitched how she could finish her OCAA career in a top 10. And now they said, okay, well, now that story you pitched to us, do it.
You got to do it, yeah. Shannon Dean with a big kill. You should. I was thinking you should probably just do it on me. Like a 4-hour feature on Chris McKee.
4-hour feature, yeah.
More of me, the better.
I got time for that.
Allie Marshall. Great save from Centennial. Dean, and a huge block, Emily Joe. So that's a great series from the Colts, and I like that celebration they just did.
Well, that's one of those plays right there where momentum can shift. Still a lot of ball left to be played.
So Joe will serve. Kalmeyer. Is that in? No, sorry.
That out.
Yeah, Kalmeyer just missed. Good eye from Joe, and Emily will serve again. Emily stands 178 centimeters. I feel like if you say that, you got to say it with like a French accent. And there's a big hit, Allie Marshall. Because when you watch the Olympics and the commentators are like French, and it's that, 172. He's not 6'4". Marshall. Lynn. Trisselle Lynn. That's some knee brace she's got on there. You wonder about her mobility getting down, on digs and that.
Brittany Summers comes back into the game to serve for the Centennial. She's leading the team in assists with 103.
Dean. Ooh, Shannon Dean.
No chance.
All day. So Dean, it's what you want, your best server. One of the best in the OCAA at the line, with match point looming. 22-13. Hopefully Dean can put this away. And there's one of them. 23-13. So I'm looking forward to see the men tonight. It's the last game before the break. Been enjoying watching them. Definitely a much better, much improved team from last year. Lynn. And cleverly placed. Allie Marshall selling out. 23-14. As Briar Cake checks back in. The libero. Kalmeyer. And Peikoff slipped, unfortunate for her. She had a track on it and then just slipped. And now it's match point, and Lucia Kalmeyer serves. So Woman of the match, for me, it's between Allie Marshall and Lucia Kalmeyer.
I was just going to say that between the two of them, that's a hard choice right there for this match.
Chanel Woods gives the Colts the stay of execution. And she'll go to the line and serve. So Chanel, an occupational therapy and physiotherapy assistant.
She's getting pulled out from that serve.
She gets yanked. And number 11 is Janice Choi. This is her first appearance of the game. Janice from North Toronto Collegiate. Allie Marshall. Nice save from the Colts. Oh, Romaine tried to go clever. And, oh, what a save, Marshall and Kalmeyer. Peikoff, and knocked out of bounds, and that's it. Game, set, match, Durham Lords. And the Lords get out of here with an easy 3-0 victory. So for Daryl Callahan, I'm Chris McKee. We're going to take a little bit of a break, and we'll see you back for the men's action shortly.